Alright guys, it is my day off, finally. I've been working every day for the last like 3 days, 4 days, and I haven't had a chance to do anything on my own because I've been taking care of everybody else. So today we are finally going to start working on this bus again and attempt to finish the painting today. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't finish today, it'll probably finish tomorrow. So I wanted to show you guys something I thought was interesting. Sam and I bought, originally, this is the paint we're using. I know it's kind of blocked, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's bare satin, oil-based enamel, exterior, interior. And it's a deep base. So I went back into Home Depot because I needed another can because I only bought one can. And she looks up in the computer what type of paint I used, and then she gives me this. And I'm like, well, I don't think that's what I had, but I couldn't swear to it. I couldn't remember the color of the paint. So I get back to the bus. Naturally, I'm looking at these two. I'm like, well, these are two very different colors. And what I come to find, though, is they are exactly the same with the same number of paint. So this is number 7830. And on here, number 7830. But they're two totally different colors. So if you guys are going to Home Depot and you're doing a project like this for your house, for your bus, for whatever, just keep in mind that, I don't know, I guess they upgraded the coverage or the paint wrap or something like that, but they are the same exact color. So this is the tan, and then if you look here and here, obviously you can see it's the same exact color. So pretty weird. But I thought I'd just bring that up to you guys just in case you ever run into a issue like that. So I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna start bringing out the ladder and the tape and all that good stuff, and we're gonna start taping up this bus. That way I can start painting. Because today is beautiful. By the way, we're over here in a Home Depot parking lot, way in the corner, with a little bit of privacy behind us, so I don't have to have everybody staring at me while I do this. But we are in like the middle of the state right now, and not where I was when we first started, so I couldn't do it there. So I'm gonna bring everything out, and then I'll show you guys what we're doing. All right, 45 minutes later, maybe a half hour later. Finally finished taping up all the windows, did the bottom trim around the fender, around the gas cap. I'm contemplating, this is fiberglass, this plastic thing, and it's starting to split a little bit. It's just like hairline cracks. I don't know, I'm thinking about pulling this off, taping the actual gas inlet, and maybe hitting it with some like flat black spray paint or something. I also went ahead and took this off. I just got to wipe this down, get all the stickiness off of it. I got to get this sticker off, wipe and sand the rest of the bus down, and I'm going to be pulling this off too. This is 12 screws hold this on. This is your rear AC condenser, I guess, guard. So I'm going to take that off, that way I can paint underneath this. And then I'm going to paint this to match the fender wells and whatever else black that we paint. And that way that'll look nice and new and clean too. I hired somebody, they were just walking by, and I was like, hey, do you want to help me paint my bus? So she said, yeah. I told her I'll pay her in food.
And plants.
And plants. So, so she's doing a little trim work. I did just about all the bus. Obviously, I just got to do the gutter system. I got to do in between these two windows, and then we got to do this edge part. I took off the screen and I wiped it down. That way, once we decide to, once we start to paint, I'm just gonna paint that, and then we'll go right over it, and it'll be nice and neat. I even thought about doing the screen in a tan, and then having the black as a background. I don't know, that might look cool too. But we're almost done with the cab, with the body, and then we're gonna make our way onto the cab. Hopefully it comes out just as nice. I got all these spectators. Everybody who stops, they're always stopping and looking at us and seeing what we're doing. It's kind of cool. I should have had like a banner with my name. That way they could look us up on YouTube. That'd be a great idea, actually. I should definitely get a banner. I'm gonna look into that. What do you think? It's coming along. We're starting to peel the tape on the driver's side. I still got to do this front cab area. I'm kind of dreading it because it's just going to be hard to do. Because I don't want to step on the hood and dent it. And I don't want to lean it on any other paint, just, that'll scratch the paint off. So I gotta see the best way to do that. Hi, how are you? And so yeah, we're just figuring out. I just gotta pull the tape off of this side, and I still gotta do this, obviously. And then after that, I'm gonna tape up the tan, and we're gonna go into Home Depot, and I'm gonna get the black. We're gonna get a flat satin black. and we're gonna start painting that too. And I think I'm gonna do the bumper with that same paint because it has really good like grabbing properties. Like it really holds on. I think it's gonna hold on to this too if I clean this off. Maybe scratch it up a little bit with some sandpaper. So I'm pretty excited, but it's looking really good. We already had one of the guys over here from the body shop. They came over and they were giving us compliments saying it looks really good and that we gave them a great idea. So, you working hard or hardly working?
Oh, shut up.
That's nice. All right, so we're gonna finish up here, clean up a little bit, and then we're gonna go head over into Home Depot and get some paint. Well guys, this is as far as we're gonna have to go for tonight because I have a job in the morning, so I need to let this dry for at least a couple hours before we head out. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to do the black tonight like I wanted to, but I am gonna go into Home Depot with Sam and we're gonna go pick out a black paint that we want. That way I have it on board, that way wherever we are, I can stop and do it. So it's coming out good. The only thing, like I said, I'm having a hard time with is this front cap area. This top I can get from the roof. It's this underneath, you know, the cab over area that's gonna give me a hard time with getting it, you know, getting underneath that. So, and I still have to tape up the window to make sure I don't get any paint on anything.
Finish this though when we get back.
Yeah, I just gotta finish this one little strip and that top part, and then I'm gonna call it for the night. All right guys, I'm over here with Chef Samantha, working on the food still. I think this is like hour 2, maybe going on a little bit past it. We've been working for a while trying to cook this turkey. This is kind of our test run. And
I'm glad that we did this because, I don't know, right now, I don't think I would buy this. I think I'll buy something different. But it doesn't taste like a turkey. It doesn't look like a turkey.
Yeah.
It looks like chicken.
Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what it looks like, a little chicken. And we have to keep like stopping it, pulling it out. We cut a little piece off. Oh, it's still chewy? Okay, and then we throw it back in.
What I should have did was, as soon as I finished seasoning it before I even put it in there, I should have cut it into sections. That way, because we're kind of on a time crunch because I got work tomorrow, so we can't like just sit and relax and just let it take its time. So I should have cut it in the beginning, that way it would have cooked faster, which now I did that, so it's gonna be done in 6 minutes.
Right, so we got mashed potatoes and and we made some stuffing and green beans. Like we made way too much food, I think. But we're working on it, so yeah. Oh, it looks delicious actually. Oh, I cannot wait. So hopefully that works out, you know, in our favor. But I wanted to sit here anyway for a while to let the paint dry. It says it dries in about 4 or 5 hours. And I stopped around like the 2 or 3 o'clock mark, and I think it's about 8:30 now or something like that. So we're gonna try to finish this up and eat a little bit, and then we're gonna pack it up, head over a little bit. We're gonna try to drive about 45 minutes tonight to a Cracker Barrel that's near his location for this roof tomorrow. All right guys, and this is the finished product. We're gonna eat it whether it's cooked or not. But it looks delicious. You know, I don't know why we did this, to be honest with you guys, but we made...
I told you that. I
didn't realize...
We realized it after we already opened the can, so we didn't want to...
So we made, like, whole potatoes and mashed potatoes for some reason. I don't know why we did that. But,
it was supposed to go in with the turkey.
We're just having a lot of carbs today. Yeah, we were gonna originally put it in, but this crock pot is pretty small. This air fryer is pretty small.
Air fryer.
So, what did I say?
Air fryer.
So you couldn't really fit too much. You know, the chicken took up quite a bit of it.
The turkey, supposedly.
Turkey. The chicken. All right, guys, I'm in here for the night. We're at a Cracker Barrel over here. And it's kind of a weird Cracker Barrel because it's a parking lot that it seems like a whole bunch of businesses share it. So we're not like right in front of Cracker Barrel, but I'm kind of hoping security doesn't say anything. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know. If you see me waking up and texting or messaging and whatever at the middle of the night complaining, you know they woke me up. But I wanted to show you guys what I got in Home Depot. I wanted to get the same type of paint, but like black, you know, at Home Depot. That way I could do the bottom white trim and the grill and the bumper. But they didn't have I needed a deep base to go black. They only had white, and the white wouldn't have gave me a dark enough tone. So she recommended this. This is Rust-Oleum. Let me see. Rust-Oleum Professional Grade High Performance Protective Enamel. And this is for indoor, outdoor, and this is oil-based as well, so it's pretty much the same stuff I have. The nice thing about this, though, is it's already pre-mixed. I did have her shake it up though in the little paint shaker thing. That way it's all, you know, shook up good and everything's not just globbed together. So this is good to go. So maybe tomorrow or the next day, possibly, I want to get painting on that. I just have to finish that front cap, and then we'll be all set. The other thing, guys, that I wanted to bring up with you is, and I know this is kind of random from what I was just talking about, but I was walking around my RV yesterday. Was it yesterday or this morning? This morning. And I always do a check. In the morning and at night, I walk around and I make sure my gas cap is on, and make sure the bike is, you know, that's the most important thing, is the bike is tied down. I check the tires. You know, I just make sure nothing's hanging, I'm not missing anything. And what I found this morning was both of, well, I have 4 tie downs on my motorcycle, 2 in the front and 2 in the rear. Both of them in the back were loose, like somebody let them go, and it doesn't just pop off accidentally. You know, if it was one, it would be okay, maybe, but it was 2 of them, both 2 on the back. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if someone's just trying to be a jerk, but both were super loose, to the point where if I would have drove off and I would have hit a bump, that back tire possibly could have came off the rack and, you know, fell onto the street and started dragging. It could have been a mess. So highly encourage you guys that if you guys are driving around, if you're towing a car, or if you have a motorcycle on the back, or even if you just have an RV, you know, every morning and every night, and maybe even once during the day, just check on your RV. Make sure you have everything, you're not missing anything, your sewer hose isn't hanging out, nothing's loose, you know. I mean, if that motorcycle falls off the carrier, especially like on a highway, it could be catastrophic. You know, if the motorcycle gets stuck under a car, it can cause an accident, it can kill somebody. I would be out of a motorcycle, I'd have to make an insurance, it would be a whole ordeal. So all you have to do to prevent those type of things is just check on all your gear, make sure everything's tied down nice and neat. A while back when I got the motorcycle, when I first got it, I actually came out one day and my whole plate was bent. Like, it looked like somebody tried to quickly rip it off and it didn't just come off, so they kind of just said screw it and left it. And the plate doesn't just bend, you know, it's made out of, I don't know what it is, aluminum or something, but it's not like such a weak metal where it would just bend in the wind. Somebody has to forcefully bend it. So it's just, you really have to keep an eye on your stuff, and you know, security is pretty important, you know, especially on the road. Also, I picked this up. This is off of Amazon, and this is a solar charged security light. So I'm going to put this next to the door on the outside. It comes with 3M tape, but of course I'm not going to trust just 3M tape, especially that it's a moving object and it goes down the highway at 65, 70 miles an hour. It also has a little screw hole here, so I'm going to screw that in as well. And this is really nice, especially at like state parks and stuff, because it's so damn dark at night, and you know, we have to take Cody out to go late night walks and stuff, so it's just nice that we can kind of see a little bit more at night, although we usually do bring a flashlight. But this was like $7-8, and I think on Amazon you can even get like a multi-pack, so if you wanted to put a couple, maybe one on the back, one on the side door, one on this door. The nice thing about this too is on the bottom of this one, it has an on-off switch. So if you cover this, you can see the light goes on, and they are super bright, especially at night, like when it's dark out. This will light up a really good area, you know, of the perimeter. So highly suggest these. Like I said, these are super cheap. You can get them, like a 4-pack of these on Amazon is like $20. I'll put a link down below so you guys can check them out. That's about it for tonight. Just kind of wanted to get all that out to you guys. I'm a little upset about the bike. I don't know who would be screwing around with it. Just, you know, just, like I said, just keep an eye on all your stuff. So I'm going to end this one here so I can start editing it and getting it up for you guys. But I hope you guys are all having a great night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.